Alright, this is another video about Timberborn, and in this video we're going to talk about districts. Every game of Timberborn starts off with a district center. It's the only thing on the map, but that was a long time ago in this game. So the district center is where the first builders work, and in the original alpha, back when they first released Timberborn in early access, the district center was the nexus, the 0 point of your builders. They could not build out past a certain point, and that's why you had to have another district. When they developed the game, one of the changes is that as you go out from a district, you can see the color changes of your transportation circuit. And then, like out here, it's very, very red. So what does that mean? That's the distance from your district center, and usually your homes, the lodges, are near district center. You don't have to have them there, but you usually have the district, the lodges and your food supplies near the district center, and so that's how far you are out from district center. It's 61 spaces, so any worker, beaver working out here, needs to go that whole distance home if he's going to get some food from the warehouses or relaxation at the campfire here and sleep in a house. But it's not an absolute limit. If you don't mind that your folks are having to travel a long way each day back and forth, then more power to you. But it is awkward. So the idea of districts is that you can have another district center, and it will have all of the same options to build things, and you can put other things there, but the population is based on these district centers. See, our home district has 216 adults and 20 youth, immature, whatever you want to call them, beavers. And we'll show that again. And if you want, for instance, wanted to transfer to Alphaville, some of those, you can use these arrows or these arrows. But we're talking about districts and how you build them, and we'll go into that. Near the home district is Beta Heights. It's not the first of the sub-districts I made. You can see that Alphaville was the first one. Beta Heights is the second one, but it's a good example. Now, the thing that separates one district from another, bad tide is approaching, but we can still go because I've got so much automation, is these district crossings. That's the district crossing that belongs to the home district, and that's the district crossing that belongs to Beta Heights. And you'll notice that the district crossing for the home division has scrap metal, dirt, and spader dock. That's because that's something that's provided by Beta Heights. Beta Heights has all these things that are provided by the home district. And you could actually have a small outpost that just has a district center and the district crossing, which has supplies. But you can't get a very large population, and it's just neater because you're going to have a lot of people to do all the things you wanted, because that's why you created a district out here. I created a district out here because there were ruins which provide me with scrap metal, and this is a mine I have over a scrap metal site. You can see the housing and food stores, and that's why you have a district center and other district centers. Now here's another district center, and that's in Delta Village. And see, they have a district crossing here too. So, districts. To sum it up, it allows you to build housing and food and have beavers who will live there at the outpost district center, and so you don't have to have them go all the way home at night. And this is Epsilon City. And this is Gamma Town. And this finally is Alphaville. Now, each one of these districts I created for a reason. Alphaville was originally a teeny tiny settlement because I needed to put up floodgates right here and here, so when we have a bad tide, it would get diverted down this channel. But since I had some people there, I started adding this and that, and this is a cap on top of a bad water source, and it provides me with bad water that I use to make explosives. And so this district center, Alphaville, is sort of self-supporting. You can see how much stuff that they need sent in when you bring this up. There's so many things. These are the items from extract and sunflower seeds, grilled spader duck, and bread that they don't make in this district that they bring in. And there's another district center, and its little district places. Now, one of the other obvious questions might be, why the heck do we have the district crossing so close to the district center on one side, and on the other side it's way close to the next way? Well, there's no reason to do that. The supplies will get there otherwise. But I did that because of these. These are zip lines and zip line terminals. The interesting point about a zip line, I'm going to show you something real quick. This is a beaver with a tattooed tail. That's something you can get later on. It's a one of those things for the well-being of the beavers. To continue, zip lines can only run within one district. They can't cross district lines. So the entrance, the path that's for this district is the path that goes all the way back to my home district. That's why you can see all the colors. And it's the same way here. And the same way here. So this is so that beavers can get up and leave their sleeping quarters in the morning, take a ride, and it gets them all the way out here to the district crossing, where I have 4 people that work there. It also puts them pretty close if they're going to do anything else. But again, a zip line that goes out there, unless it has something to do with the district that you're sending them to, doesn't really do anything. This is another example. See, this zip line comes all the way from the district center of the home district and all the way to here, because this path right there connects up with the district crossing. But you can see right there, He works at the district crossing, and he was going to pick up maple pastries, which are made and delivered to the home district. And so he takes the zip line to bring them there. That's why zip lines are really important if you're going to have several districts, to be able to move merchandise and move items from one place to another. All right, I think that covers districts. But since we talked about zip lines, we'll go a little bit about zip lines here. This was my original zip line station. Zip lines are annoying in a bit because there's only 2 connections they can have. You can't have one central hub that sends it to everywhere. That's why there's 2 zip line stations. It's pretty close to each other here. Now this is a zip line station because I also wanted people to get off and get on it there. This is a zip line pylon. You can't get it on or off, but zip lines have a certain length, and once you reach that length, you have to have a pylon so that they can continue from there. And again, there can only be 2 connections. And there's another zip line, and there's a zip line station, and he has one that goes back into the home district, and then one that comes up back here on the hill. So it's very handy, and it's not too expensive, and you have to plan ahead to allow a room. It's a 2x3 footprint, but it's very useful. And in I got a few seconds, I'm going to have morning, and I'm going to show you how many people use this. Even though it runs within a district, if you've got a district like my home district that's so large, it's a real boon to get people from A to B. So it's going to be in about 10 more seconds. I don't want to fast forward because then I might miss the beginning of it. Watch the zip lines. I'm trying to get a good horizontal one so you can see the people on the zip line, the beavers on the zip line. I keep saying people. All right, people are starting to run out of their sleeping quarters, and there they go. They're off. Now, if they were walking, it would take them that much longer to get there. Most of them get off here, and in the mornings, everybody will get off here because they aren't bringing out supplies yet. They're just getting to work. Or like these guys, going into the Lido. This is a Lido. It's where they can get comfortable. And I'll talk more about them in another video. I think we've done enough here. So, we've talked about districts and zip lines. Thanks for watching.